Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, all of that juicy goodness. We are here for our midweek reading. I am going to be using Tosha Silver's Wild Offering Oracle deck. Beautiful prayer cards, lovely messages. We're going to use both of my decks, the Ever Unfolding Heart. Hopefully you can see it. There you go. My Micah Magic, which you all already know. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I created these two decks in memory of my daughter, who passed away in 2012 from a muscle disorder at 6 weeks old. She opened me up to my spirituality and my gifts. I took a deep dive into trying to figure out where we go when we die, what happens. This is Spirit Animal Oracle. So my daughter basically brought me here. So in honor of her, I made two decks, and they are messages from her and I to you. So let's start with two animal cards. We have the grasshopper and the snake. Time to heal. Somebody's going through a shedding. Anytime I see a snake, I think of, driving down the street and you see the skin of the snake on the side of the street, meaning it's shed a layer. It's letting go of the old version of who it is. And for you, it might be symbolic of you letting go of old people, places, or things, maybe an old habit, maybe this version of yourself that it may be your ego. Like, we are going through so many little mini ego deaths, and it's not even an ego death. It's just you starting to like, and when I stutter, that's always my guides being like, Michelle, they need to hear this. So it's you getting more clear about who you are, and you're getting more clear about your surroundings. You're realizing, oh my gosh, this person has been using me and I've been allowing it. Or this friend only, dumps all their negative stuff on me and I've been allowing it. And you start to see things more clearly. And that's a shedding of a layer. You're no longer this person that is weak and is blind to it. It's like the universe takes off the glasses and the blindfold, and you're like, holy cow, it is so clear who's down for me and who's not. And everybody has their own stuff that they go through, and they go through phases where they can't show up and be a friend for you, and that's okay. But people that are really down for each other, they know that about each other, and they can go, 2 months without talking, and you come back together and it's like nothing's changed. But there are people who hold resentment, and they have jealousy, and they get bitter, and they might not say it to you, but you can feel the energy behind their words. And that is what is becoming more clear. It's almost like a snake in the grass. I just saw a snake slithering in the grass away, being like, wow, I'm now seeing this person's true colors. And they lied to me, and they betrayed me, and they were sneaky. And the universe does that. They're tricksters. I call them tricksters. There's these characters in your movie that show up in your life, and you have to learn discernment. And the only way to learn discernment is to be able to see through the BS. And the snake is saying it's time to heal because you're peeling off those layers. And a couple of my clients are very, very sick right now. They're throwing up, or they have a sinus infection. And a lot of times your physical body will start to get sick when you're purging these layers. So it'll show up physically in your body. So if you're sick, I'm so sorry, but it's a good thing. You're purging something from your past. And then we have the grasshopper. Take a leap of faith, number 30. And this is a green color, and it's got a queen crown or a king crown. So maybe a king or queen is coming towards their other half, their counterpart, and they're taking a leap of faith. I also just heard somebody out there is like so sick of their 9-to-5 job. You're like, get me out. I can't stand another minute here. And this is, sorry guys, someone was at my door. So leap of faith. Somebody is going to be leaving their 9-to-5 job that they are so sick and tired of. And a lot of times that is the beginning of a healing journey. You're saying, I am no longer a match to this environment. And your environments will start to get icky and sticky and uncomfortable and louder. People will just become more and more irritable around, and you're more irritable around them. And you're like, get me out. And the universe does this because it wants to really like motivate you. It wants to light a fire under your ass so that you'll actually do it. And I've been there. I had anxiety for 2 years at my teaching job. The last 2 years I was there. And then the last month that I was there, I was literally like, the universe took the words out of my mouth. I was standing in front of kids trying to teach a topic that I've been teaching for 14 years, and I didn't have the words. It was terrible. I felt stupid. I felt ridiculous. I went back to my coworkers after a class and I was like, you guys, I forgot the content. I was talking about carbs and fats and proteins, and nothing was coming out of my mouth. I literally felt paralyzed. And that's when I knew. About a month later, I watched a video of another man talking about how he was doing a job and his guides and angels. He was so tuned in and connected to his guides. He knew that his guides were taking the information from him to let him know that he's not supposed to be there anymore. So that video was perfectly guided to me to bring me comfort, to let me know I wasn't losing my mind. And that will happen. You'll just start to feel like you're not as sharp. You don't have the things like you normally have them. And it's because you're in an environment that is not good for you and you're being guided to move away from it. And what you do is you sit down and you journal, universe, I am so grateful now that you brought an environment that is a match to my vibration. I will be patient until then. I will take action if you bring me something. I will look for a new place, but please bring me a place that has ... And I am not going to manifest this from a panicked state. Because if you ever try to leave a job in a panic state and then go and get a new job, you're in the energy of panic. So that next job is going to reflect that. It's going to be a match to that. So you have to come to terms with where you are first, become grateful, be happy, go to that job every day being, I'm so grateful for this job. It kept me afloat for a couple of years. I no longer need it anymore. I am done here. I'm going to say bye to everybody energetically. And you're going to make it like you're on your way out. But you have to be in a peaceful state. They're making my throat chakra go nuts. This whole time I was trying to hold in my burps. Okay, yeah. And I think I'm feeling the heaviness in my chest of somebody out there who is feeling heavy about this. You're scared because you're scared about your finances. You're like, Michelle, how do I leave my 9-to-5 job if I don't have a job lined up? And how do I pay my bills? And my advice to you is to watch as many videos as you can about manifesting money out of thin air and changing your belief systems around money to, I no longer have to work to receive money. Money drops into my life over and over and over again. And it's the most magical experience. And it just comes out of nowhere. I don't even have to work for it. And when you start to believe that statement and you say it over and over and over again before you go to bed, because that's when your subconscious is so open and ready, you start to see money coming into your life. People hand you $10. People are handing you $20. Today I got my nieces and my nephews. We all got food and then we hung out in the back patio area. And the girl that gave us our food, I looked at my niece and I'm like, I love her energy. She's like, I do too. So I was like, you want to tip her? And she's like, yeah. So we gave her a $5 bill and we just tipped her and she just lit up. She was so happy. And in my head, I'm teaching my nieces and my nephews that when you give, you're literally giving love out into the world. So you're only going to get that back. So why not give it? It's okay to let go of money. It's okay to say goodbye to it because we always know more is coming. I just filmed a video like 10 minutes ago about how to be in receptive mode. And I should have mentioned this and I forgot to, but we have to imagine like money is just falling from the sky. Oh, here's $10,000. Oh, here's a $20 bill. Oh, here's 100,000. Here's 5,000. We don't have to think of it as this one drop in of money and then we're done for a while. So when you're manifesting money, don't think about one amount. You want to think of it like rain. Every drop is a different amount coming at a different time, a different day. And you get this one, you get $50 today. Maybe it's going to be $300 on Thursday. But your energy has to be open to that. The only way that happens is if you believe in that. And I think a lot of people are needing to change their jobs right now. But if they could learn this art of manifesting money without working, they could leave this job and open up their freedom and feel good and not have to be drained by this job. As soon as you let go of that job, you guys, and you take the leap of faith, I can't even tell you the amount of creativity that poured through me. I quit my teaching job. I wrote an ebook about grief. I started my YouTube channel. I created my own journal line. I started doing all of these things, and it was like it was inside me and I didn't even know I had it. And my job was blocking it. It was stuffing all of that creativity down. And it was painful. And I didn't even know it was in there. As soon as I let go of the job, it was like, whew, my soul turned on and was like, we got work to do, Michelle. Let's get this stuff out there. And it's been really magical ever since. So this is a huge sign and a message that somebody out there is needing to leave their job or leave a relationship that is stuffing down your gifts. It's blocking them from blooming and from taking shape, and you don't even know what the gifts are. They're wanting to come out. But you can manifest money before you quit. I am proof. You can absolutely do that. Oh my goodness. Clear the clutter. Your manifestation is about to arrive. It says, pretend like it is here now. What would you do today if you had it? Go do that. And then we have clear the clutter, remove things that no longer serve you. Clean your spaces. So a huge message letting you know, there's some kind of like stickiness on my card. Huge message to let you know that anything in your home, everything in your home is energy. So if you have old food in the fridge, trash it. If you have a junk drawer that is really junked up and messy, organize it. My junk drawer, and it's not really a junk drawer, but it's like all the little tchotchke things in your house, like candles, business cards of other people, paper clips, batteries, a screwdriver. I have it all cutely organized with acrylic bins, and I put little beautiful paper lined underneath the acrylic bin so you can see it through the bin. And it just is so pretty every time I open it, and it makes me feel like my energy is light because nothing's missing. I know where everything is. It doesn't feel junk, like heavy, right? When I see this card, I think about somebody who has a closet that like you open the door and things just fall out. Or you open up the junk drawer and you can't even find a pen or a pen that works because there's so many pens that don't work in the drawer. So somewhere in your home, I need you to clean something out today. Okay? This is going to generate the open energy feeling for money to drop in. Okay? Every time I clean my house, money arrives. Every time I clean out my Jeep or I clean the outside of my Jeep, money arrives. So get into the energy of purging your space and watch what comes next. Okay, we're going to do Tosha's deck. Let's see what we have here. Gratitude. It says, find just one thing you feel grateful for right now and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm like the warmth of the sun. So we're taking time to heal. We're shedding old versions of ourselves. We're maybe leaving a job or a relationship or an old way of thinking or being. We're clearing the clutter. We're letting go of things that don't serve us. We're seeing through the BS. We're seeing who's really down for us and who's not. We're getting clarity on that. A manifestation is about to arrive. So we're going to be the person that already has it, and we're going to be grateful for it. We have to be grateful for everything that we have up until this point. When you're in the state of gratitude and you're in receptive mode and you know that money is always coming, just stay there. That means you don't need anything more. You're so happy with everything that you already have. And I'm so glad that I get to meet some of you when you book me for sessions, because right now in my head, I just felt like I was talking to one of my clients, and she is so grateful and she's so appreciative. And I see more of her that wants to come out of her, and she doesn't even know that she has this little like inner lion in her. But I can feel her gratitude, and I know that she is capable of more, and she's capable of leaving her 9-to-5 job, and she can create her own income using the co-creation with her guides and angels. And all of that is because she's grateful, but she doesn't know she can do it. She's wondering how to do it, and she wants to learn, and that's why we're working together. But I feel like I love getting to work with some of you, because now it helps me in my videos understand where you are and who's actually watching these videos and what they need help with, and how there are so many people feeling trapped at a 9-to-5 job because they don't see any other way on how to make money. But the trick is, you don't have to make money. You just live in your imagination 90% of your day. exist in reality. We're just existing. We're eating food. We're, living with our loved ones and experiencing love and connection. But we are living in our imagination 90% of the time. We should be creating our next and feeling so grateful for all that we already do have. Gratitude should be 100%. And they just made me cough. Which I don't know if, for those of you that have been following me for a while, I don't ever cough. If you go back and watch all my readings, it's very rare that I cough. So that was a huge sign that my guides want you guys to hear this, that your gratitude should be 100% of your day. Every time you're doing something, like even me getting ready to film this, I'm sitting on a nice comfy pillow, and I sat here for a second and I'm like, I love this pillow. That's just my form of gratitude. I keep looking out the window and I see this one tree that has beautiful red flowers on it, and I can see my prayer flags blowing in the wind, and I'm just grateful. So I share this to teach you how to live life in this new state of being. How do we live in our imagination, but also be present in the 3D reality, but not get too attached to what's real in our reality, because we are always able to manipulate that. But the gratitude is the one thing that has to always be present. We have to be present in the now moment, feeling, touching, smelling, tasting everything with so much joy. And then as soon as that thought is over, you're jumping into your imagination station and you're saying, all right, I feel so good right now. Universe, thank you so much for bringing me $200,000. It was so magical how you brought it to me. Maybe somebody gifted it to me. Maybe I want it. I don't care how you bring it, but I know it is coming. Thank you so much. And that is living in your imagination. I do that every 20 minutes. I've conditioned myself. It's just habit now. I love going there in my brain. And I only do that when I'm by myself. If I'm with other people, I'm distracted, obviously, and I'm very present with the people I'm talking to, and I'm trying to help them feel heard and seen. So I'm not in my imagination in that moment. But when I'm by myself, I'm 100% always in gratitude and creating from gratitude. Okay, let's finish off with Micah Magic. Let's get 3 Micah Magic cards. Waiting for the perfect wave. Tell them how you feel now. Let's get one more. Waiting for the perfect wave. So somebody's waiting for the right time to tell you how they feel about you. A past loved one is here. Yay! I love that. And then switch up your routines. Okay. Here we go. So somebody's sitting and waiting and waiting. They want to tell you how they feel. And I just heard that your past loved ones can help you with how to say it, when to say it, or if you're the person that's about to receive it, you can ask your loved ones to go be with the person that's going to be coming to you with this news. And switch up your routines. In the meantime, don't just sit around and wait for this conversation. Or if you're somebody that needs to have the conversation with somebody else, go switch up your routines, go somewhere new, do a different kind of workout. Just break free, shed the old layer of what you used to do and be different. I'm telling you, when you start to be different in your life, you feel better. Your energy changes. And now all of a sudden you're like, all right, I have this new idea, this new download. I'm going to journal at this time. I'm going to go here instead. And then you get the courage, excuse me. And then you get the courage to say the thing you need to say or to receive the love that you're about to receive. My throat is going nuts right now. I keep wanting to cough too. So there's a lot of healing around the throat chakra. And actually, one of my clients texted me that today. So maybe that's a collective energy. All right, lovies. If you are needing to take a leap of faith from your job and you need help, book a session with me. I did it 2 years ago. I can help guide you. I can help you see how you can co-create more money before you have to do it, so you can feel safe in your nervous system without feeling like you're floating and you have no ground. Okay, I can help you get there. And if you need a reading, you can book me for that as well. I do readings one-on-one on Zoom, or I can do a recorded reading for you for 30 minutes and then email it to you. Those are actually my favorite because I can tap in really good without somebody sitting in front of me and me my ego gets in the way because I look at the person's face and then I see what they're thinking, and then it affects me a little bit. So I'm very, very clear in the recorded readings, but I also love to be live. So I'm open to whatever you need. Everything is in the description box below. I'm sending you so much love. I hope you didn't mind all my coughing. I will see you back on Sunday for our weekly energy reading. All right, lovies, I am tapped out. Have a wonderful day. Peace out.